Let's move on. Now we come to the punting side of it. We've got to thank Track and Ball for what they've given us and what they've done in the figures. And Budge, let's go into first Soccer 6. We're going to get the slide up in a moment. Soccer 6, here we go. Okay, Budge, read it to me.
Well,
what do you think?
the first one, I think the draw, Golden Arrows, we're allowed 2 fields. So I've gone the field Golden Arrows, Highlands Park. I just think this could be Pirates' weekend. I don't see them getting beat. So I've gone Pirates in the draw against Free State Stars. Likewise, I've gone Sundowns in the draw against Chiefs. I've gone the field with Maritzburg, AX Cape Town, and Bankhead Supersport and Bidvest Bits.
215.
216, yeah.
Okay, let's look at the second Soccer 6, also 216.
Yeah, I know you won't like the first, but I've thrown the draw in with Tottenham and against Burnley. I've gone the field Hull City, West Ham, likewise Leicester, Stoke City.
Yeah, those are
you got a bank at Chelsea.
Yeah.
I've thrown the draw in looking for the upset with Watford and Sunderland. If you'd banked Tottenham and did something else, I wouldn't blame you. But, I've gone the win and draw Watford, and I think Southampton will be too good for Bournemouth.
Bournemouth. Okay, let's move on to 10. This is where it gets interesting now.
Yeah, well, I banked Chelsea. I had to find 4 bankers, so I banked Chelsea. Now, Aston Villa have come right under Steve Bruce. They've won 5 and drawn and lost 1 of the last 6. Norwich are one of those Jekyll and Hyde teams. They've got plenty of players, but away from home they've been shocking. So I've gone Villa in the draw there. I've banked Tottenham, which will keep you happy to beat Burnley. I've gone the field with Hull City and West Ham. Likewise, Leicester and Stoke City.
Okay, the other page now.
The other page, well, I've banked Man United.
Yeah, they should win.
I've gone Watford in the draw against Sunderland. Ipswich have drawn 7 of the last 9 games against Gianfranco Zola's Birmingham City. I've gone Ipswich win and draw.
Has Birmingham picked up a bit?
No.
Yeah, still
They've
struggling.
had 1 or 2 results. I think they've won 2 of the 13 games since he's been there. So away from home, I think a draw will be a big player, but Ipswich are the 2 teams. I've gone the field, 5th place, 4th. Reading are going well at home, but so are Leeds United.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 there, and I've banked Southampton to beat Bournemouth.
Okay, that's the Soccer 10, 432 Rand. Okay, now the big one, Budge.
Yep, well, it's gone to R1.60 a line now. From R1.70, it's come down 10 cents a line, which is...
Why is that?
Well, the Rand must have strengthened.
Oh, well, we've got...
It'll go back next week.
It'll go back next week after what we've seen on the political front.
But I've gone win and draw. I had to find 5 bankers, so back to... I've gone win and draw Burnley with... Tottenham over Burnley. I've banked Chelsea to beat Crystal Palace. I've given West Ham the nod at Hull, win and draw. I've gone Leicester, win and draw against Stoke. Banker Man United, going to win and draw Watford over Sunderland. Likewise, Aston Villa over Norwich. Second page, I've gone Brentford, fairly strong at home, win and draw against Bristol City. I've bankered Brighton, the second top over Blackburn. Yeah, big game for them. Blackburn unbeaten in the last 6, but I fancy Brighton. Ipswich win and draw over Birmingham. Then I've bankered Newcastle to beat Wigan. If they can't win, Wigan are second bottom. They're struggling. They fired their manager the other day. I think Preston will be too good for Nottingham Forest, and I've gone Cardiff win draw over Wolves, $410.
Soccer 13. There was a slide we didn't show you earlier. We're going to pull it up. The PSL. Let's have a quick look at this.
Yeah, the draw's a big player in the first game, Paul, 22-10. I just can't have either team. Gordon will sit tight, look for a point. Golden Arrows can't afford to get beat. 4-10 Supersport looks a bet you put in all your trebles. I'm surprised Bidvest Wits are 7-10. I think that's quite a big price at home, especially with their strong home form. The Pirates game, I don't know what the winner...
You like the Pirates, eh?
Yeah, I just think, it's playing in all... They have come right against Chiefs. I thought they were the better team. The new coach has come in, KJL, John Fred. They look a lot better. It won't be easy.
They're one of the great clubs in this football league, But the balance has changed because of money. Just talking about the league.
Sundowns spend more money than anybody else.
You give money now, you can compete.
Well,
you can quality.
Blackburn did it under Kenny Dalglish.
That's right.
Jack Walker, they won the league. They bought Shearer players. Chelsea.
Man City.
Oh, correct.
They
got Man United over the years. The top years ago.
Yeah.
6 of the top 10 purchases were from United.
Yeah. So you want to get the top? Boom.
Yeah.
You've got to do it. Let's have a look at the next page, Budge.
Yeah, the second page is...
you like the 17-10
Yeah, I
Sundowns?
like Sundowns.
What time? Saturday, 8:15?
Yeah, should be big
Good
crowd
time,
there.
good time. Put your paws up next to your beer.
Maritzburg's likewise, same time. I think 22-10, the draw is a big player.
Yeah.
Polokwane, Bloemfontein, Celtic. Polokwane are open gates, but... I just don't know. Bloemfontein, both teams can't score. They've drawn the last 7, Polokwane.
Go for the draw.
And then 5-10, Cape Town City, Elling's best bet of the weekend,
Okay, now the best part of the show for me, Budge, is your best bets. You do your homework internationally.
Yeah.
I've got them in front of me. Let's show the public. Tell us about this first bet.
Well, I think Swansea will be too good for Middlesbrough, Paul. I like Man City to beat Arsenal, and I think Huddersfield to beat Burton Albion at home. I like Huddersfield at home. I think
are they still up near the
they're third.
Qualified? Still
like 6 points behind Brighton, but they've got a game in hand.
Okay, so Huddersfield there. Now, both teams to score.
That's the mark. I think Liverpool, Everton,
I agree with you.
Surprised. Hull, West Ham.
I agree with you.
You know, Leicester, Stoke won't be easy, but
I agree.
And then I think Watford, Sunderland.
Sunderland have let us down on these two teams to
I know,
score.
but
you know, we've got to stick with them.
You know, Watford haven't kept one clean sheet in 18, I think it is. You know, they give Jermaine Defoe, and it's last chance saloon for Sunderland. So,
they've got to start throwing them in.
You know, I just like that of the four. I think the Leicester Stoke's a trick one, but. But you know, anyway, I just saw the price. That was a great price. So 1,800 to 2, 9 to 1. Yeah.
Okay, let's have a look at
In win and draw 5, you know, I've gone West Ham win and draw against Hull City, Cardiff win and draw at Hull, Schalke Borussia Dortmund. It's a Ruhr derby. I like Schalke of the two teams. Hamburger are playing Cologne at home, so I've gone for Hamburg. And Juventus play Napoli. Which
have you got a cousin who plays for Juventus? Because you always put them in our bets.
Good team, man.
Good team.
Good team. You know, they were like 5.5 to 10 at Napoli. No, Napoli are a good team, but you know, I was looking for value, Paul. I couldn't take 1 to 5.
You don't want to get caught Napoli.
Yeah.
Okay, match bet and both teams to score. Now explain this to the public. Okay. Someone's watching the show for the first time. Explain this to them.
So Southampton have to beat Bournemouth, and Preston have to beat Nottingham Forest, and then all 4 teams must score. So it's got to be 2-1, 3-1, 4-2, whatever. But Southampton and Preston have to win, and then Bournemouth and Notts Forest have to score. Yeah, I like this bet, Clive. You know, it's Clive, Paul. You know, so 11 to 1. Clive, Bonnie and Clive.
Well, Bonnie and Clive. Okay, now the Spanish quartet.
You know, I've gone Real Sociedad to beat Leganes. I've gone Celta Vigo to beat my beloved Las Palmas, who are garbage away from home.
They're struggling now, Las
Palmas. At home, different
the flip-flop boys.
Flip-flop boys. And both teams to score. Osasuna versus Atletico Bilbao.
So, sorry, but just qualify. Both teams to score. Is that what's coming up next?
Yeah, that's the second part of the bet. Yeah. Yes. Osasuna, Atletico Bilbao, and Malaga, Atletico Madrid, both teams to score. So it worked out.
Okay, now this is for the Collis Kings. 6
on Nexa. Yeah, I've gone Huddersfield to beat Burton Albion. I've gone RB Leipzig, who are second in the Bundesliga, to beat bottom place Darmstadt. Marseille are fourth in the French League 1. I've got them to beat Dijon. Sevilla, if they can't get the act together against third bottom Sporting Gijon at home, I think they'll be too strong.
All these teams have to win?
They all have to win, yeah. Chieva Verona, the Flying Donkeys, they playing Croton, who second bottom, and AC Milan, who are away to Pescara. I've gone for them. So it's just over 10 to 1. So
that's a good odds. That looks good. Budge, so if I'm going to push you a little bit further now, if you had a guy want to have a big bet on any team on the weekend, pop in a track and ball and lump 10 grand on a team to win, who would you put it on?
I'd say Huddersfield. In England, Huddersfield, yeah.
In England?
Yeah. You know, you go 3 to 10 Chelsea.
I'll make it even harder. In South Africa?
Cape Town City.
Okay. Well, there you go. Budge is the master. And you've got to get on these bets. And you can always go onto YouTube, go onto Gold Circle, go and have a look. And you can see everything that happens on Onside. All Budgie's bets and the show as well. And I think you should go out there and have a look at these bets. They're very, very good. So until next time, make sure you're onside.